Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Wendy Chen. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in today's show, Indonesia city volunteers and team of medical staff are holding a free clinic in West Jakarta for last month's flood victims. In Jordan, city volunteers are building long-lasting friendship with the Bedouin tribe through its decade-long charity work. And in Taiwan, at a year-end celebration in Taichung, care recipients are reciprocating Tzu Chi's help through giving a little of their love. We kick off today's program in Indonesia. Nearly 3 weeks have gone by since the flooding in Jakarta. However, city volunteers are continuing to care for those affected by the disaster. Apart from helping residents clean up their homes, team of medical staff also held a free clinic in one of the worst-hit villages in West Jakarta. Among the doctors participating in the event, many are first-timers, and all were deeply moved by the experience. Holding her son as she gets her blood pressure checked, this is the first medical checkup Inda has received after the January flooding in Jakarta, Indonesia.
Today, I get to receive free medical services and I don't need to pay for the expensive medical bills. The volunteers are very passionate and I am grateful for that.
The week-long flooding in the city left many disaster victims with skin and respiratory diseases. To help those suffering from illnesses, team and medical staff are here to hold a free clinic in the worst-hit villages.
This area experienced severe flooding in January. 70% of the families were affected, so that's why we are holding a free clinic here today.
Most of the patients that come here have symptoms of a runny nose, diarrhea or fever, and might be caused by staying too long in wet areas.
Of the 300 patients here to receive treatment, some 80% are women and children. Volunteers also seize the opportunity to promote recycling to those in the waiting area.
The reason why the flooding was so severe this time is because the residents had been throwing their garbage everywhere, which led to a clogging of the drainage system. We hope to improve the residents' environmental awareness and let them know that by reducing rubbish, we can prevent disasters from occurring.
Among the 60 volunteers and medical staff at the free clinic, many are first-timers.
As for the medical staff helping here today, some are doctors from Christian universities who are participating in the free clinic for the first time. I am happy to see new staff taking part. It means more people are doing good deeds.
Rest assured, city volunteers will be there accompanying the disaster victims on the path to recovery for as long as they can. Next, in the neighboring country of Malaysia, city volunteers held year-end aid distributions in both Penang and Malacca, where care recipients were invited to attend. Like in the previous years, apart from a delicious banquet, free clinics and haircut services were also available for participants. In a ceaseless cycle of love, many care recipients also donated their filled bamboo coin banks as a token of their appreciation to Tzu Chi.
At the Tzu Chi Malacca chapter, 240 care recipients and their families gathered to celebrate the upcoming Lunar New Year with Tzu Chi volunteers. With both volunteers and care recipients excited about the occasion, this year, besides providing free haircuts, volunteers also set up a flea market. And later, at the year-end banquet, volunteers thoughtfully served the care recipients like family.
So it's a very good help for Tzu Chi. The members are very good. The organization is very good. The peraturan tu memang very good lah. I will be a volunteer for the next time. I'm sure I will be lah.
The role of the care recipients is the key because they take what we give. The aid distribution is a platform where we can give to those in need. It's a mutual relationship. We should be thankful to them as they give us the opportunity to help. Meanwhile, another aid distribution is held in the Jingsi Hall in Penang, where many young volunteers are eager to help out.
Doing volunteer work makes my life more meaningful, as I know I am able to contribute.
At the distribution site, care recipient Mr. Yen's daughter donates 48,000 NT dollars to Tzu Chi, hoping the volunteers can help the less fortunate on her father's behalf.
If one day I can join Tzu Chi volunteers to help and care for those in need, I will be really happy. It's such a blessing to be able to help other people.
Regardless of wealth or ethnicity, Tzu Chi volunteers treat every person equally, as they spread love and happiness in every corner of the world.
We stay in Malaysia for our next report. Before the coming of the Chinese New Year, the Kuala Lumpur DaAi Educare Center organized a series of activities to teach students the customs and culture of the traditional holiday and show them how to spend the festival in a peaceful state of mind. Here's more.
To celebrate the upcoming Lunar New Year, these children put on new clothes to spread blessings around the neighborhood. As the Lunar New Year is just around the corner, teachers and volunteers of the Kuala Lumpur DaAi Educare Center teach students the etiquette of the New Year as well as how to practice recycling.
This plastic bag is not recyclable, it's garbage.
开心，因为很好玩。
你拿到红包后，可以马上打开来吗？
不可以，因为会给人家看到。
零食渣的东西，那你可以吃多多吗？
不可以，因为我不喜欢肚子痛的，然后多多白开水就好了。
给它有一条尾巴，然后我们竖。
Through the practice of calligraphy and paper cutting, students get a deeper understanding of the Spring Festival. A video clip also teaches them how to better use their red envelope money.
All right, I will give some of the money to help the needy and save the rest to buy stuff we need. Mommy, I don't want to buy candies.
那个压岁钱放在你的枕头。
I'll put the red envelope money under my pillow so I won't be scared. Later, I'll put the money into the bamboo bank. I want to donate the money to needy people.
竹筒里。
送给谁？
我要送给灾难的人。
Learning the correct etiquette and customs of the Lunar New Year, these students will surely have a most memorable New Year.
In the past few days, we have learned how Tzu Chi volunteers in Jordan are helping tens of thousands of Syrian refugees by holding aid distributions and many other relief work. Another group Tzu Chi volunteers have been helping over the past 10 years is the desert-dwelling Bedouin tribe. In the past decade, volunteers have built long-lasting friendship with these needy residents. In today's report on Compassion for Jordan, we look at the charity work volunteers have carried out in order to assist these nomadic tribe members.
Are you tired? No, I'm very happy.
A Tzu Chi sister prepared this.
I'm tired? No, I'm enjoying.
Marinated eggplant is very good. It's all yummy.
I ate everything. You ate it all? I only have a tea egg left.
Don't bother us anymore. We are heading out soon.
These Tzu Chi volunteers are on their way to visit care recipients.
خلينا ندعو للسلام في هذا العالم. الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. حابين احنا اكثر منكم.
When I was here a few years ago, this area was filled with wheat fields. Now it's all desert. They needed money, so they sold their sheep. But now with the inflated prices, these people here have a hard time making a living.
Scattered in all corners of Jordan are the Bedouins, who traditionally lead a nomadic life. Just as poverty threatened to wipe out their culture, Tzu Chi came to their rescue and have been by their side for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
We are very thankful for the Tzu Chi Foundation coming here every year to give our students and tribe members aid supplies. We thank you for your assistance.
واحنا نشكرهم على هذا الجهد ونشكرهم.
والله تخيلت انها جمعيه كانت تساعد الناس يعني.
I know Tzu Chi helps people. I've known about them since I was young. Tzu Chi is here helping students.
اتذكر يعني ما كنت اول ما
Jesus said, if you have love in your heart, as the small as the mustard seed, you have the power to move one mountain to another. My dream to help people more, make it in action.
I hope if God gives me the health, even with my speech, even with anything I can offer, I am ready. I'm ready. This is me. This is me. I like to give more than to take.
Despite the culture, skin color, and religious differences, Tzu Chi volunteers in Jordan continue to treat each Bedouin they meet as family. And every time volunteers are here, it's hard for them to leave.
It's an affection for these people, and in following Tzu Chi's path, we need to learn to let go of these sentiments. Of course, we will not want to, but we need to learn about letting go.
因为有时候你看贝都因为
Knowing the importance of letting go, but actually letting go, are two different things. In walking the difficult road ahead, Tzu Chi volunteers are more determined than ever.
Moving to Taiwan, Tzu Chi's recycling station not only serve as venues for members of the public to give a helping hand in safeguarding the planet, but are also educational centers for scholars from abroad to learn about environmentalism. Recently, a group of professors and students from the Uttaradat Rajabat University in Thailand visited the Tzu Chi Tunse recycling station in Taichung to gain a better understanding on ways to sort recyclables and protect our environment. Let's take a look.
Today, scholars from the Uttaradat Rajapat University of Thailand are visiting Tzu Chi's Chunse recycling station in Taichung. Inside the recycling station, a volunteer uses English to explain the process of recycling, while the university professors take down notes. Upon hearing the good work Tzu Chi volunteers have been doing to safeguard the planet, everyone is very impressed. Putting on masks and gloves, the professors then get some hands-on experience.
The first time when I come back, I can to think in the how we to the concern environmental in my house.
Now, with a better understanding of how to undertake environmental conservation, the group promises to establish an environmental protection organization when they return home.
They are impressed by the amount of people practicing recycling. They were amazed when they found out that everyone here is a volunteer.
Through their visit to the recycling station, this group of professors and students have been inspired by the Tzu Chi volunteers to take action to protect our planet.
Prior to the Lunar New Year, Hualien Tzu Chi volunteers and Jingse Road Masters went to a local nursing home to hand out blessing and wisdom red envelopes to senior residents. Among the volunteers was a special guest from abroad, the mayor of South Toms River of New Jersey, Mr. Joseph Champagne, to express his gratitude to Tzu Chi for its relief work after Hurricane Sandy last year. Joseph decided to visit Taiwan and join volunteer work as a way to reciprocate Tzu Chi's love and care.
你好，刚好这块事情呀，给你看录影，尽力快乐。
Despite his poor Chinese, the mayor of South Toms River, Joseph Champagne, tries his best to get his message across to the senior residents, as he knows this is the best way to show his love and care. At the end of every year, Tzu Chi volunteers visit the senior residents that live in the nursing home here in Hualien City. This care shown by the volunteers is what moved Mayor Champagne to visit Taiwan from abroad.
It is only natural to create that cycle of love by showing love to those who are in need of it, and hopefully once we get in that same position, that cycle of love will continue by the previous generation to the next generation. So that's why I'm here.
The cycle of love continues wherever the volunteers go. Like Grandpa Shen, he saved some coins to bamboo banks every month. Though living in a frugal lifestyle, the senior finds true happiness in helping the less fortunate.
Staying in Taiwan, the Tzu Chi Taichung chapter held a year-end reunion banquet and aid distribution for their care recipients. Among the participants was 85-year-old Mr. Chen, who volunteered at the second-hand clothing booth as a way to express his thanks to Tzu Chi. Meanwhile, many care recipients donated money from their bamboo coin banks as they hope to pay the love forward by helping those in greater need.
This is 85-year-old Mr. Chen, who volunteers at the second-hand clothing booth at Tzu Chi's winter aid distribution.
I'm here to help out. Tzu Chi volunteers have been very nice to me.
Knowing that to be able to give is a blessing. In spite of suffering from cataract in both eyes, Mr. Chen knows Tzu Chi is always there for him.
I'm more than 80 years old, and I rely on help from Tzu Chi because my son doesn't care about me.
For the past 10 years, Tzu Chi volunteers have been caring for Mr. Chen, who lives alone. Every year, the volunteers will invite the seniors to attend the year-end reunion banquet at the Tzu Chi Taichung chapter. After the reunion banquet, Tzu Chi volunteers respectfully hand over bags of relief items to care recipients. Upon arriving home, Mr. Chen quickly put all the aid supplies in place.
This has everything and the food is great. The items Tzu Chi gives me, I will use little by little. These items are filled with love from everyone.
Drinking a cup of multi-grain powder, sweetness filled Chen's heart as he knows that Tzu Chi will always be there for him.
We only organize winter aid distributions once a year, but we will visit our care recipients every month to see if they need anything.
As it is more blessed to give than to receive, care recipients all seize the chance to help the less fortunate by donating their filled bamboo coin banks to Tzu Chi. A care recipient even donates money she earned by collecting recyclables. Thanks to Tzu Chi volunteers' love and care, many care recipients are inspired to become living bodhisattvas that work to help those in greater need.
As schools around Taiwan are on their winter break, a group of Kaohsiung University students used the holiday to volunteer at a local nursing home. By putting on a series of performances, the students hope to celebrate the Chinese New Year with the elderly residents in style. Here at a local nursing home in Kaohsiung, Taiwan, senior residents and university students are shaking the tambourine as they sing together. To make their winter break more fulfilling, a group of students decided to put on a series of performances for these elderly residents.
We were originally going to take on another performance in a nursing home, but had to cancel as we had other things scheduled. It was quite a pity. So when we heard of this event, we decided to help. In her second year of university, Liu Fangchen, who is a member of the Belly Dance Club, is finding the nursing home visits to be a meaningful experience. Though we are a belly dance club, we also do volunteer work. We are not limited to dance, but we are happy to do other things to cheer the seniors on.
Apart from providing sweets, spring couplets are given to each of the senior residents, making this gathering one filled with love and warmth. Have you ever wondered what we can do with recycled bottles? With some soil and seeds, coupled with unwanted shoelaces, a cotton rope and a $1 NT coin, you can create your own vegetable garden. This creative method not only helps reduce bug infestation, the automatic irrigation tool also prevents mosquito larvae from forming in the water. Let us find out how to create your own practical and eco-friendly vegetable garden.
Apart from planting cabbages in a pot like this, did you know you can also plant it like this?
These are all recycled PET bottles. We are reusing them.
Hanging on the walls are cabbages planted in recycled PET bottles. These bottles hold another mystery than what meets the eye.
I only need to add water when it runs dry. This idea was adopted from light torches used in the villages. Back in the days, the wick in the torch was made from cotton and it absorbed oil, making it easier to light.
These pot plants all have a cotton rope that runs into the bottle next to it. So if there is too much water, water will run into the empty bottle. And on the contrary, when water runs out, it will absorb water back into the bottle. To transform a PET bottle into a pot is not difficult. All you need is various sized PET bottles, shoelaces, some wire, tools and a $1 NT coin. And in just 10 minutes, you can create your own pot. Once all that is done, the seeds can be planted. Lastly, a coin should be placed in the bottle used to store water. The coin's metal properties help prevent the growth of mosquito larvae. Using recycled bottles to create an eco-friendly and practical vegetable garden, come harvest time, these dishes can be consumed with peace of mind.
We go back to Indonesia at the end of our show today. As a part of its relief work to help the flood victims who were affected by the monsoon rain in mid-January, city volunteers arrived in a remote village in East Jakarta to carry out an aid distribution, helping a total of 1,300 residents. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.